and it was fixing to take me out, and I could tell that this thing was fixing to hit me in the driver's side door or just behind the driver's side door. And I thought, oh my God, this is it, And so I'm hanging on for dear life, getting ready for the impact. And then the strangest thing happened. The debris in the air stopped moving, like it froze in mid-flight. I could see the debris froze in the air, and everything stopped moving. The wrecking truck was like it was just froze in position outside it was like time had stopped itself.
Wow.
My truck had stopped moving. The wrecking truck was just outside my driver's side door, and it looked like it was just a few feet from impacting me. And the debris in the air was actually suspended in the air. And I took my right hand off the steering wheel, and I touched myself in the chest twice just to see if I could move. And I thought, this is odd. And then all of a sudden, everything took off moving again. And it's like something drugged my truck far enough out of the way that this thing didn't get into me. And I went all the way to the right side of the interstate, all the way up on the shoulder. And I watched this truck wrecking and turning over just outside my driver's side window.
Wow.
And I pulled up the interstate and I stopped. And of course, the traffic behind me was trying to miss the truck that was laying crossways in the lane. And there were cars and stuff going everywhere. And I decided that I'm gonna get killed over here if I don't get out of here, because this is no place to be. The people are trying to drive around this wrecking truck, and they're running off into the mud and then coming back on that interstate. So I decided to go off down the interstate. I got on 911 trying to call 911 about the wreck, and I just couldn't believe that I didn't get hit, because there was no way that I could have came out without a scratch. It was like something took my truck and pulled it out of the way.
Yeah, that sounds like you were saved, eh? And are you sure that it wasn't just that, how when your adrenaline
messed
kicks
with me
in?
Big time, because I thought that maybe I died and rebooted. It was like maybe, we don't know what happens to us after death.
Did you go through a solid object?
I thought that maybe I did die. And I rebooted into the first possible dimension where I escaped without dying.
No, Ronnie. Do you think you passed through a solid object? I'm wondering. I've heard of this phenomenon where people actually are going to have an accident, and then they just go right through a solid object, drive right through it. But it's not exactly what happened, or was that?
No, I never seen me going through the truck, but I mean it was wrecking right outside my driver's side window, probably within 5 or 10 feet of me. I mean, it was amazingly close to me not to came out without a scratch. I mean, nothing. The only thing that was wrong with my truck, I had a chip in the passenger side windshield from the rocks that had hit the mud.
That's
and it was like there's no way that this thing. There's no way this thing could have not hit me, because it was like 4 feet from my truck, fixing to impact my driver's side door, and I managed to barely escape the whole wrecking truck and come out of it without a scratch. And then it made me question that maybe I did die. Maybe I did die and just got rebooted into the next possible dimension where I escaped the wreck. And so I was like looking at the truck, checking my mileage, checking my fuel use, questioning everything in the world, like coming home to my wife and wondering if it was the same wife I had that morning. Are these the same kids I had that morning? Or this is the same house I lived in? I kept looking for something to be out of place. And to this day, I'm not so sure that I didn't die and then maybe I got killed there. Maybe in that world they're buried me. I died in the wreck and got rebooted in another world where I didn't die. And I've got the same wife, the same kids, but over there in the other world I was in, they're having a funeral. So that it messes with you when time stops like that. Things get really weird. You have to experience it. It's like you have to ask yourself, man, is this the same place I was this morning, or or did I actually die and then reboot into another dimension where I didn't die?
Adam, have you ever had an experience like that where people around you seem to just stop moving, but you are still moving?
I don't believe so, no.
I've had it happen to me a few times, actually. That's exactly, and that's what I think happened to you. You were in a time slip.
Sounds intriguing.
Where you're in an inner pocket inside of time. Your time keeps going on a different level than everyone else's. Your time has slowed down, but to everyone else, it would seem like you're moving as fast as the Flash.
Right. But I had a cousin that worked on the fire department there and actually worked that wreck. He actually worked the wreck. He didn't know that I was involved in the wreck. He actually worked the wreck. He said that particular truck. He said it was very reinforced, like no truck he'd ever seen. He said there was metal stuff on it, and the fiberglass had broke away, and they said it was a very odd. It was like the truck was constructed different than any truck that's out there just running up and down the road. It was almost like the truck was designed to take somebody out, and like maybe this whole thing was set up to take me out, to make it look like an accident. And it was like, and he said he said the truck. He said they split it back up and they hauled it off to the wrecking yard, and he goes, it sat there a few days, and it didn't tear the truck up because it had all this reinforcement on it. He said, yeah, they were able to crank it up. It's almost like they could drive it after it went through all that wrecking, and that's not a normal truck that would do that, And he goes, yeah, that truck was very odd. He said it had steel on it in places. It was like the frame was reinforced, like it was maybe. And the guy that driving was military age guy, like in his 20s. So I often wonder if that wasn't another attempt to just take me out. And that's the reason I wanted to get the book out there. At that point I'm like, I've got to get this book out there to get some, as an insurance policy, if nothing else,
So did you think that?
Because at that point.
Do you think that some other force, or maybe the two forces, are kind of like fighting over you, like maybe the good ones and some that are not as good, and you may have been saved by a different group? Is that the impression you got?
It seems like every time something like that's happened, it was like somebody there trying to take me out, somebody not letting them do it.
Yeah, that's
it's like something grabbed my truck. I even took a picture of the interstate, and you can see drag marks where it looks like my trailer was drug sideways. It should have. Yeah, there's no way the impact didn't happen. It's almost like they took my truck and drug it to the side, and and it was like somebody trying to somebody. But the strength. One of the things that we hadn't talked about is when before Alan had died, 6 months before Alan had died, we had made this video called "Man Escapes," had introduction pictures to prove it. Alan had filmed this thing, and 1 minute and 31 seconds into the video, Alan told me, he goes, man, I think I caught a ghost. I said, what? He said, I swear, man, a ghost appeared on your shoulder. And I said, and you caught it? He goes, yeah, I caught it. I was filming when it happened. And we looked at the footage, and we never did see it. And I'm going, well, I don't see it, Al. He goes, I know I caught it, man. He said, I know I caught it. And I was thinking, man, I really got to get me some better help. And after we loaded it up to YouTube, we found this anomaly at 131 that shows up in that video. It's a high definition video, and this anomaly came out of the wall. It appears over my shoulder, and it was moving incredibly fast too. You have to really slow it down to see it. And you know, whether it's an alien in stealth or whatever, I'm around to the Spreaker chat room.
If anyone wants to,
you can almost see the alien. You can see the alien in the back of it. It's like an alien in stealth. You know, it's like these guys are coming into my house and checking up on me, and they're keeping an eye on me. I don't know what's going on, but I've had some people that are into the paranormal say that's some of the best paranormal evidence that we've ever seen. And I caught it in a high definition video, and that's the still frames of it I just posted there.
That's pretty cool.
You posted it on #47talk, or
no.
just in the Spreaker chat room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is posted. It's one of the first pictures I posted in #47talk.
Looks kind of wispy.
Okay, so if you scroll back, then you'll see it. Some people, if you're using the Spreaker podcast app on your phone, it won't open any of those links in the chat room unless you go and just use your browser and then go to Spreaker in the browser. Then you can open them, just to let people know if they're having trouble opening them up. But that's why I like, if you're going to post something like a picture, I usually put it in on Twitter. But cool story, man. And let's see. We're going to take a short break for station identification here, I think. And when we come back, I'm going to open up the lines.
I've had people say it's a hair, it's this or that, it's light.
Well, I'm sure there's some people that want to call in.
I looked at it, and I didn't know what it was. But I was kind of curious as to what it was.
So yeah, and if anyone wants to call in, I'm just going to do a little station identification break, and some of these little promos that I made myself, I'm so proud of, and I want you to hear my drumming, so I'm going to make you listen to it. and then we'll be back, and then we'll open up the lines, all right? And I'll put the phone number in the chat rooms for you all. It's
wonder if it'd help if I
775-990-8447. We'll be right back. Oh yeah.
The fourth dimension. Did I forget to mention a thing? She could sing with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that'll sound like angels coming from the sky. She could sing. She could sing. She was a groovy little baby with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that's right, alright, dig it, yeah, from the Wolfman. Sing it out now, yeah. Here we go. Groovy little baby from the fourth dimension. Did I forget to mention one thing? She could sing. Groovy little baby with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that is. She could sing like an angel coming from the sky. She could sing. Groovy baby with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that is, yeah, come from the sky. You're here with Dave Cruz and Wolfman Mike, and please listen to our new network,
KTLK DB The Fringe.fm.
All right. Everybody come on out and listen. And we're going to have a lot of fun now because we all joining forces. All right. And this is going to be where the disclosure comes from. Yeah. It's where all the freaks.
Groovy, it's where all the freaks hang out, man. It's groovy. Can you dig it?
Yeah! Can you dig it? Fantastic! It's your invitation to avoid the nauseation, frustration, desolation, mutilation, degradation. We like to rock, and this is a donation station. Yeah, baby! Go to monstercapsuleparanormal.com and donate today. Keep us rocking, man.
All right, and we are back. Groovy. I threw those together for you all. Adam, are you still? Oh, you guys dropped out. Hang on a second. We got problems here, but it is not the end of the world. That's for sure. I will get them back. And we will keep on keeping on.
They spin round, and those creatures. It was just wheels in the sky. Wheels within wheels, all giant. I saw wheels in the sky. I saw lights, and they were spinning. Wheels in the sky. There is only one source that can have wheels of the sky. Wheels of the sky. There's one type of wheel in the sky. Period. Ezekiel chapter 1, wheels in the sky, and nothing else.
That was your friendly neighborhood Kurt Green. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm having some Skype issues here, but no big deal. I know it will come back as long as this. Oh, we got the internet back. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna try some of Darren's exquisite music. Okay, here we go. Now, which one is this?
Live.
Are you guys back? Okay, good. Great, because we don't need to go to a song. You're back?
Yeah.
No, that's way better. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I just dropped the Skype would be better.
Oh man.
Some questions here in the chat.
Get the tea. Dino says get the tea. Maybe that's what's going on. You're cutting right in and out, Darren. I can't understand you.
There's just too many people.
It's not really. Chat. Actually, it's not too many people. I don't know what's going on. It's only 3 people on there. That's nothing. But it could be the bandwidth at the hotel. And there's no 9 callers. There's only 3 people on, so it should. But I'm gonna try something. Let's try that. Okay, try talking now, Darren.
You're dropping in and out here too.
I can hear you, Adam. Ronnie, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. That sounds good. It's probably just the bandwidth here. Darren? Okay. I heard you for a second there, guys. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh boy. Man.
Hello.
Okay. Now it's cleared
the
up.
bandwidth. It's the hotel. Hotels have terrible Wi-Fi.
Well, it probably depends on how many people are using it. As it gets later at night, then hopefully there'll be less people using it, and it'll help.
Maybe.
Hey, drop
Maybe. I'll
loading
just-
in.
Yeah, I'll just stay off. My question's there. So you're doing a good job. Okay.
Okay, Adam, I can hear you. Do you got any questions for Ronnie? I'm going to try calling. I'm going to try calling again, but I don't know if he's going to come in. But I am going to try one more time.
All right.
Maybe you could ask Ronnie a couple questions, Adam, if you got something.
I have something.
Okay, go ahead, because we need somebody to.
Ronnie,
ask.
we never finished the story. We got to the truck story. You're on your bed, and there's a force field holding you down. Did you touch the force field with your hands or your face, or was it an actual object feel to it, or is it just you couldn't move?
It was like somebody stacked a bunch of bricks.
Was it
just
flat?
It was anything. There wasn't anything that you can't see any force holding you at all. Whenever you would fight it, it was like just almost, you could almost feel it pushing you into the mattress, and it was just like, whatever it was, and the more hurt. And it was like, when you really fought it, it really hurt. It started affecting your breathing and your heart and everything. And it just, your chest felt like it was fixed.
You would be like hyperventilating anyway, because being nervous with them under your bed. All three went under your bed. Can you finish the story from there?
I couldn't understand what you were saying there.
So finish the story from under your bed.
He's saying finish the story from.
And I'm gonna die here if I don't do something. So
when they were under your bed, clawing at you from under your bed. Could you finish the story from there? Is what he's asking.
Yeah, they were clawing at the bottom. It felt like they tear through the mattress. They were going to tear through the mattress. It felt like they were going to tear right through the mattress, and at that point, I was really scared, and I thought I was going to die, and I was getting pissed off. And I decided that I was going to jump out of bed or fight it, and whether it killed me or whatever, I was going to grab a golf club out of the corner, and I was going to go to town on these things. And I had it in my mind I was going to yell a cuss phrase at them, like, "Get out of here, you son of bitches!" And anyway, when I tried to act, nothing happened. And then they quit going at the bed. Then I heard them go into the cabinet where the laser was kept. And I thought, well, at least they're not digging at the bed anymore. And I heard them shuffling around the cabinet, and I thought, well, that's where the laser's at. I bet you they're going to take the laser. And then things got quiet. I never saw them exit the room. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, my body just jumped out of the bed. I yelled, "Get out of here, you son of bitches!" And I grabbed the golf club out of the golf bag in the corner, and I was really pissed off, and my heart was beating, and I mean, my body just sprang out of bed. And so many minutes had went by since I had told myself to do that it almost shocked me. It scared me, like my body was acting without me telling it to. It was like my body was acting on a signal that my brain had sent my muscles like 2 or 3 minutes earlier. But like I said, I was already pissed off. I already had the golf club in my hand. So yeah, I went on the hunt. I went every cabinet in my house. Every drawer was open. Every cabinet was open. And I had do quite the search of my house, searching every dark corner with a flashlight looking for these damn things. I'm sure they're in the house. And there was a few things broken, and it was like they had shuffled through stuff, you know. And they basically ransacked the house to some degree. And I had to clean up some broken glass at the computer that had gotten knocked over, and they had broken another glass. They had broken some glass over on a nightstand over on the other side of the living room. So there were a few things broken, but it was very odd how they just left the drawers open. All the drawers in the house were left open. Every cabinet, even the top cabinets where these little guys would have a hard time getting to, were open.
Damn, that sounds like a really cool party. Did you ask them if they planned on paying for all the damages and maybe what kind of drugs they were doing and tried some of that? And you were like, I want some of that, whatever they were on. That's pretty cool.
I was just glad they were gone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're not much fun to party with.
Yeah.
They just kind of lay you in bed and tear your house up.
Yeah.
That's the kind of friends you don't want.
Okay.
Hey, but they didn't kill. They didn't kill me. That has to be a good sign, because they could have killed me pretty easly.
Oh yeah, they had you paralyzed, right? So you think you were paralyzed with fear, or did they put something with some kind of, you said some kind of a force field?
Yeah, it was definitely some kind of a force, and it was almost like an EM, it's an electromagnetic pulse device. It breaks up the communication between your body and your mind, I guess, to the point that it almost affects your breathing and your heart too. So it was like they could kill you with it if they wanted to. And like we were talking, they could use something like that to make a whole fleet of planes fall out of the sky in the Bermuda Triangle. They could make you fall down a flight of stairs. They can make you wreck your vehicle, and it would all look like death by natural causes. So they could kill you with this thing real easily, and it would be death by natural causes every time. Your heart could blow up, and nobody would know it was anything other than natural causes. And there's no telling how many people they've killed with this thing.
Joe was trying to call in. I couldn't add him to the call, so sorry, Joe. I don't know what's going on, but I'll keep trying. But I know what's going to happen. The Skype's going to screw up as soon as I take another. So, did you have any lost time when all this happened?
I don't remember any lost time during that incident, but like I said, the time between I jumped out of the bed, I know when they stopped digging at the bed and I tried to fight the force that was holding me down, and I couldn't do anything, and they had moved away from the bed and they had moved into the gun cabinet where the laser was being kept. It may have been because all of a sudden it got quiet. I noticed that it had gotten quiet, and then the next thing I knew, I sprang out of bed like my ass was on fire. I sprang out of bed like, my God, and I was pissed off and going, and it was like my emotions were like calm. I had calmed down to some degree from where I was at because they had stopped digging at the bed. And I was relieved that they stopped digging against the bed. Then the next thing I went from being calm to being pissed off and angry again, like those signals had gotten processed from my brain finally. And I grabbed the golf club and went on the hunt. So it was very odd how, and I don't know how much time passed. If there was some missing time, it would have been during that period of time that they stopped messing with me at the bed till they started digging through the gun cabinet where the laser was kept. And I thought maybe they took the laser, but I went back and I realized the gun cabinet was open, and then I realized, what the hell am I doing with a golf club? I have a loaded shotgun in that gun cabinet. And here I am running around the house hunting aliens
Ronnie,
with a damn golf club.
Ronnie, hang on. I'm going to take a call. You're on the air, Monster Castle Paranormal Radio.
Yes, hello. My name is Dino.
Oh, hi, Dino. How you doing,
Hi,
buddy?
how you doing? Well, I've been listening to this conversation toward the end here. What I would like to ask your guest is, most of these things, as we understand it, I've not experienced it that I know, but it runs either in a family or through generations. And the other thing I would want to ask is, during this whole time, were you just, any feeling, any kind of telepathic communication about a thought they put in your mind, or the purpose of being there, or were they just treating you like a piece of meat?
Okay, I'm adding him to the call right now. I'm trying to get this Skype to work here. Damn. Sorry, Dino. Yeah, I'm not I'm out of my my realm here, using a hotel's bad, terrible Wi-Fi, and for some reason, I'm not having very much luck with it. With the Skype.
You'll get better. It takes practice.
Well, it's not that. It's what I'm working with here is terribly bad bandwidth. So, for some reason, when I took your call, it dropped the other callers.
Probably because I use a landline.
Yeah, it should still work. You called my call-in number. Usually, I can add it to any call, no problem. Now I'm pushing add to call, and it's not doing a damn thing. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
There we go. There, I think I got it. I think I got Ronnie on with you now.
Okay, were you able to hear my question?
Hang on. It's ringing. Okay, wait a minute. He should be here in just 1 second. He probably... Oh my gosh. Come on. See, I use two different systems, and I never have this trouble. My word.
Never happens until airtime.
Okay, Ronnie, are you there now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, we got her. This is Dino. He's got a question for you. You're going to probably have to repeat that, Dino. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'll repeat it. Hi, I just wondered, during this whole experience, a couple of things tend to happen from what I've been told. I have not experienced it, which is, do you feel that you've had other experiences, or people in your immediate family, maybe going back generations, have had any kind of strange experience like this, strange missing time, seeing unusual things? And to add to that question, did you feel during your experience like there was any kind of mental communication? Did you hear voices? Were they trying to tell you anything or to calm you down, or were they threatening you? You know what I'm saying? Or were you just being treated like a piece of meat? I mean, was there any kind of contact, with intelligent contact, other than...
Oh, no, I think he's dropped out again. Hang on. Wow, I don't know what happened there. I had it. Oh. But I'll get him back. I'll get him back. This time maybe it'll be a better... Wow. Oh, hey, Dino, since you're on... Oh, actually, Ronnie, are you there? No. And now I think I've lost Dino too. Oh my lord. We'll try this. Oh man.
Okay, I'm back.
Is that Dino?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to get Ronnie back on, but
Okay, I'll hold on.
yeah, but I got a question for you. Have you ever had an experience with anything unusual yourself?
No. That's what I'd have to say. I mean, for the past several years, my interest in these topics have been through strict...
Oh, no, I hung up on the wrong damn one. Oh, that was bad. Oh, no. Lordy Lord. Okay, let's try this again. I was trying to add Ronnie, so he was on two different call. So I tried to drop him, hang up on the one, and I hung up on the wrong one. Sorry, folks. And sorry, Dino. Okay, hang on. Let's do this again. That was my bad, buddy.
Okay, I'm
You know
here
that
now.
this call-in number works great, but everyone else's doesn't work
it
very
does.
good. Yeah, that's
Working
funny.
fine for me.
But yeah, this call-in line. Sorry, I cut you off by accident, sir, when you were explaining about your own experiences.
And now you're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Well, now you're back.
All right. It should be working all right now. I find that this is the call-in number works better than.
Echo.
Oh, you're getting echo?
Echo.
Okay, I'm adding Ronnie in again now. So yeah, the echo should go away if you keep talking.
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
So you had the question to me, I guess, came across whether I'd had personal experience.
Yeah.
And what I was answering was that I have to say I have not, but that my research into this field, because I'm more interested in the extra political phenomenon that has been going on for years, is from wonderful people that I've met and people that I believe had some kind of an experience. I've met Travis Walton personally twice over the years, and Whitley Strieber. And these were people that got a lot of publicity 20 years ago.
What the heck? Oh, my Lord. That should not have done that. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go to break, guys, and put on some music or something. This is starting to frustrate me, and then I'll try to get everything back. And I'm just gonna clear Skype completely, turn it right off, and sometimes that works. So we're gonna go. Let's see. Guest intro. We're going to go with, here's something for you that you'll enjoy. I'm sure that everyone will enjoy this one.
if I can just say something.
Yeah.
It's like a big bully is what you are, Wolfman. You're defending the cushion eject. I would literally beat your ass right now, Wolfman. The fuck? You make me all sad. Back when I was a kid, man, I was so happy when I got a damn boom box. One of them big things that had two speakers on the side. I put it on my shoulder and I throw out some cardboard and try to act like I was breakdancing. And then I got showed up by these little bastards come up there and they got the same boombox, but it's got, when they press eject, it's got cushion eject. When I pressed my eject, the tape just shot out. Theirs came out slowly. And they had other things to adjust the treble, the bass, the left to right speaker for the mono speakers, but it all sounded fucking same. And they're sitting there screwing with their shit for 30 fucking minutes. When I could put a tape in, I could press play, and I could play dance, and I could stop it. I could eject the tape, and it would fly out there, and I could change another fucking beat. And these jackasses over here messing with their cushion eject and their treble bass line. Fuck you guys. That's what you're doing, man. You're fucking the slave to the fucking technology. You're buying into this bullshit. If you had any fucking brains, if you had any old school in you, you could do it like we used to do it. Just press play. Enjoy the eject button. It shoots the shit out. You don't need the cushion eject. You lost your old school. You turn into Britney fucking Spears here. It'd be smirching your name. Call yourself Wolfman. You fucking sell out, and you make all these excuses for bullshit reasons for your cushion eject. I go back to the town in Oklahoma where I was at. If I see those little cushion eject bastards, I'll beat their ass. Those bitches that had the cushion eject, and they see people look down at me like I was lower class. You son of a bitch up in your high horse with your cushion eject. It's convenient now that you're a grown man that you can afford to not buy the fucking cushion eject, but you laugh at us, the people that didn't have it. I wish this time you wouldn't have taken my damn call. I was just starting to like you too. Damn it, Wolfman.
That is craziness.
Yeah. Cushion eject. Does your cassette mechanism make a terrible sound like this when you open it? Well, we got something better for you. We got cushion eject today. We could get something. Your tape deck will come out. It won't sound like this. It won't make any funny sounds like that when it pops out. It will be slow and smooth. Cushion eject is the best in ejection mechanisms for any tape cassette. And we can install cushion eject today. You just call KTEL. KTEL International. All right. KTEL.com/cushion eject. All right. Cushion eject. More cushion for the pushing, baby. Yeah. More cushions for the pushing with cushion eject. All right.
All right. I've isolated the problem here. I'm pretty sure that I can get this up and running again, folks. I'm going to ask if Ronnie can hear me, if he can call in on the, yeah, it's in the Great White North, Dino. You can try phoning back now. My Skype was trying to update for some reason, and that is what happened when I rebooted Skype. It updated, so I bet you anything it's going to work much better now. If Dino wants to call back in, but I would say, Ronnie, if you could call back in on 775-990-8447. I never have a problem with that. And I can add other people in that call that same number. I can add you right in, and it works every time. So, that would solve the issue, I believe. Let's see if I can, okay. Here we go. I think we got Ronnie back. Yeah?
I'm back.
Yeah, and it's clear now. See what happened? Damn, Skype was trying to, I think it's probably just cheap Canadian internet.
I don't know, because my computer locked up. I had to reboot. I had
did
to,
too.
yeah, I had to restart.
My computer that's running the stream was fine, but the Skype computer I had to reboot it, and now it seems to have cleared up. That's strange. So I don't know. Maybe it's the maybe it's the NSA. Yeah.
You know, I always thought they had somebody at the server, because I've had so many computers die. I've had emails that didn't get where they were sent, that just disappeared, and I've often thought they've had an NSA van parked at the AT&T server. You know, it's like interrupting my stuff.
Well, it sounds good now, so I'm not sure where we left off though. After all that trouble, I was starting to really lose it. I almost threw the one computer out the window again. I lose a lot of computers that way. But, yeah. Not this time. I didn't do it because I'm in a hotel and it might scare the innocent crackheads and hookers outside of the window.
You don't want that.
No. Anyways, let's go back to the Men in Black. Did you have any other encounters besides them trying to kill you with the vaccination? And did you ever have anyone following you, or the strange-looking people?
Well, I told you about the one guy who contacted me after he seen the UFO video, and he claimed to be with the secret space agency that was like for defending Earth, and he claimed to be an alien hybrid. Do you remember me telling you about that guy?
The one who could summon a spacecraft.
No, that was Jim Marlin's hybrid friend that he went to high school with, actually. This is a guy who contacted me after I posted the video, and he said he worked for this secret space agency, and he flew a UFO that they kept in an empty warehouse. He said when you walk in there, if the craft was in there, you wouldn't see it. The craft actually materializes it before he gets in it and goes and flies it. And he works in the secret space defense, and he monitors aliens coming and going, and he keeps the alien species out that are not supposed to be here. And this is a guy I was telling you about. I was saving our conversation, and then he got upset with me because I was saving our conversations, and then he deleted them off my computer, and he deleted them off the computers of the friends that I had shared them with.